Hello, everybody.
Hello, good morning or afternoon.
Depends on what
When you're looking at it.
when you're watching it and what time zone you're in. Since now we record these, we want to welcome you to our December Healthy Happy Hour. I'm Victoria McCullough, and this is
Leandra Jackson.
And we are here to help you with joyful energy and immune strength.
Yes, and I can't believe it's already December. It's the middle of December. The
I
time
don't even
goes
know where
way
this
too
year
fast.
went.
This month is all about joy, celebration, and connection. But let's be honest, it also can be so chaotic, and there can be a lot of stress. And between holiday parties, family gatherings, traveling, and all those delicious treats.
All the treats.
We want to take it easy, and it is easy to feel drained instead of energized. So today is all about joyful energy and immune strength.
So yes,
that's why our theme today, like I said, is joyful energy, immune strength, and we're talking about how to protect your health, stay active and strong, and most importantly, enjoy the season with vitality and energy.
All right, so sit back, grab something yummy to drink, whether it's a cocoa tea or peppermint tea. Right now is a great time to do that. And she's going to talk a little bit about how you can add doTERRA, some of the yummy flavors and scents to, not just what flavors and
the
scents.
Essential oils,
So let's start with the nutrition tip. So holiday is, energy is, you want to do this without sugar. You want to make sure that your energy isn't coming from all the sugary treats, right? We want to have natural energy. We want to be able to, that sugar energy you get is just going to spike and then it's going to crash. And then you're going to be down for the rest of the day and not feeling good. So we want to make sure that we're eating the proper foods, because there's so many temptations. If you work and you go to the office, people are going to be bringing in those yummy treats. You're going to parties, you're going to the luncheons, you're going to, so many different family events, but you can make them a little bit better. So the problem isn't that those are there, it's how you're going to handle it, right? With sugar, like I said, you're going to be tired, you're going to get cranky, you're going to crave more, you're going to crash at the end of it. So what you want to make sure is that you're actually, trying more natural sweeteners. So I'm going to give you 3 tips. Try natural sweeteners. Some of the natural sweeteners, instead of the white sugar, use honey, dates, pure maple syrup. Add those into your snacks instead. So we're going to talk a little bit about making some yummy energy balls and some other treats. And all you got to do is substitute it. Use coconut sugar instead of the white sugar. I changed that up and ingest sugar container for his coffee. I added coconut sugar to it, so you're going to have it a little bit better. Sugar is sugar. Your body still recognizes it, but are you utilizing something that's a little bit more healthier? And remember, always having that protein with that. So you always want to pair your sweets with your protein. So making sure that even if you're having these little balls that we're going to talk about, you're adding in the sugar, but you're also adding in protein. So even your sweet treats, you can add in some protein with those, protein powder, or have, a piece of cheese. Make sure if you're having, your little charcuterie board, you have plenty of some meats on there, some cheeses on there, some nuts, some other things to help to balance out the sugar. So having in that protein is going to help slow down that sugar absorption. You also want to make sure that you're staying hydrated, drinking at least half your body weight in ounces of water. Start the day with a tall glass of water and then measure it. I just bought, me and Jeff, because he didn't believe, he thinks he's, drinking enough water. And it's easy to go, I'm drinking water all day long because I have it. But how many times are you refilling it? So you're really not paying attention. So what I did is I bought these glass jars. They're glass containers, and they're not that even that expensive. I think they were like $18 on Amazon. I bought me one, I bought him one so he can see. They're 60 ounces. For me, I only really actually have to have about half of that, maybe another, 90 to 100 ounces. And for him, he's got to have like 2 of those. And he's realized he's struggling getting through the one. So a lot of times we don't know how much we're actually getting.
Oh,
So
yeah. I come across
measure
a
it.
lot of people that will say, "Yeah, I drink plenty of water."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Well, show
They
me how much
carry
water
it.
you drink."
They carry a lot of water.
And they're like, "Well, I drink this one bottle of water. I mean,
Yeah.
mine is 40 ounces, so if I
And
fill it
that's
up
still-
twice, it's perfect."
Yeah.
I try to do 3 times,
And it
but
seems
if
like-
they're like, "Oh, I drink 20 ounces of water a day," it's like, "What?
Yeah.
That's not enough."
Yeah, most people that I've come across are drinking maybe 20 ounces of water a day.
Yeah.
So start your day. Think about it. When you get up in the morning, you're dehydrated. Your body, especially in the wintertime with the heat, is evaporating from, the heat and the
So
blankets and you're
dry.
sweating. So when you wake up, drink a tall glass of water before you even have coffee. Make sure that you're not drinking coffee on an empty stomach. Drink some water, have a little snack, and then go to that. So those 3 tips. Try natural sweeteners in anything that you're making. All you have to do is substitute it. Use applesauce or bananas in your instead of
great
butters. And then pair it and make sure you're having a protein with your sweets or your carbs, and then staying hydrated. Those 3 things are going to make a huge difference in how your energy levels.
Yeah, I don't crave nearly as much sugar or bad snacks if I'm staying hydrated enough. And on that, we want to kind of come back to these energy bites, and a really great recipe: 1 cup oats, half a cup of nut butter, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey or maple syrup, the pure maple syrup, or blended dates if you have a really good
processor.
Really good processor. Yeah, they're so thick and sticky.
You have to let them soak.
Okay.
I didn't.
And then just 1 or 2 drops of the doTERRA peppermint oil. Right here, I have the super mint. You can use that, or regular peppermint. It's a little bit more mild, or even spearmint. But lovely. I love to make like peppermint brownies and things. And I used to make all different kind of fat bombs. They're really great for getting the healthy fat and making sure that you're still getting healthy carbs, but you're not filling up on all the sweeteners. So if you're thinking more like ketogenic, if that's something that you like to do, then these alternative sweeteners are really important. But this is a really great way to just get that protein and make sure that you're getting what you need out of your little snacks instead of like Little Debbie's.
Yeah.
But
just it's just swapping.
Yeah.
It's really a matter of swapping.
Stitch and switch.
Yeah. And it's really not that hard, because you're going to find a lot of
Right.
yummy treats.
And you want to mix all these ingredients together and roll them into little balls and then chill them. You can roll them in coconut if you want.
Or nuts. I did them coconut the other day. And those
made
were
some for a little party. It was really good. They were delicious.
Or you can crush up nuts if you're good, and roll them in some nuts.
Yeah, great afternoon pick-me-up snack. So just encourage you to make little things like that. And speaking of essential oils, you can use the doTERRA On Guard as a perfect time of year. Actually, we have this Stronger. It's called Stronger Rollerball, and I've been using this like crazy. It's a really good one for immunity. It has the On Guard blend in it, and it's great for the kids to have at school, and it smells really nice. And
It's not as strong as the On Guard.
yeah, exactly.
So I like this.
Jeff
might like
one.
this one. Jeff made me take off the On Guard and wash it off because it's so strong. Some of these can be strong. People are sensitive.
Don't like cinnamon.
So some people are just sensitive to fragrances, and he is. And this one is not strong at all.
No, it's really nice.
I got it on me, and we'll see if he says anything.
Peppermint oil is great for focus and energy, and to get that to-do list done. So use peppermint, use the On Guard, use the Stronger blend, and all great oils for that.
I forgot I had these. These are really good. The little peppermint.
The peppermint is that
These
the
are the
mint
little,
or the spear?
These are the super mint, and they're little beadlets, so you can't see them.
Great.
You just, seriously, one of these suckers, and you'll be like, and they will wake you up.
Open the
and they're pretty
airways.
strong.
Yeah.
That one like to encourage people to do, to another pillar, let's call it, is to stay active when it's cold. A lot of times we have a tendency to want to draw ourselves in and stay indoors because it's colder outside. But, bundle up. You can bundle up and go outside, go for a 15, 20-minute walk. Your animals still need to go, right? So they still need to get, we still want to make sure we get them some exercise. So just bundle up, go outside, walk around the block, get some fresh air, still get that vitamin D when you can. I know here we haven't had a lot of sun, but it's coming out in the afternoon. So save it, save your walk for later in the day. Making sure that you are getting that vitamin D. If you're not, you need to supplement, because most people are low in vitamin D, and that helps you with your energy level. Colorado is huge for people with vitamin D, because a lot of people put too much sunscreen on too. So they'll over sunscreen themselves. They won't go out as often as they should. So all you need is about 15-20 minutes a day. And then I would totally recommend supplementing with a vitamin D. You can get it. I'm using a liquid. I mean, it's just a small bottle. That's a liquid one that I get from the wellness center that I go to. And it's like it's got like 15,000 servings. Yeah. And I use in it. And you only have to do like 2 or 3 droplets, and that's it. So if you don't want to have to take more pills on top of pills, a lot of people, they struggle with that, because it always feels like if you're taking, supplements or taking all these different things. But with the oils, you're putting those on, drops. You can just drop them in, or natural light. Yeah. And that'll help you. So you want to make sure that you're moving. And if not, you can also buy these cool bands off of Amazon, and you can get some workouts indoors. While we're sitting here, we could sit here and do some arm movements. You can do tricep, but you can, sit and lie down on the floor and do some hip raises with butterflies. You can just sit here, whatever. And these are so much better on your joints. So they're not as hard as, trying to lift weights. If you have any joint issues, this is great for mobility. I do have some on my YouTube channel. I think I have some of the tubes. I need to actually do some more.
My yoga classes.
Yeah, because a lot of moves that you're doing, squats, you're doing, like when you're doing the side, different things, you can just have that on you and do that. Walk around while you're vacuuming, So what it's going to do is, using this movement and trying to get your body moving for 15, 20 minutes, 10 even a day is going to help boost that immune system. It's going to improve your mood, and it's going to help you burn those extra calories, so you don't have to worry about that. We were just talking about it at Crunch, where I'm going to start working in January. And we were just talking about that. It's like, why do some gyms, like I think they close a lot of the classes during the holiday season. And I'm going like, but why? You want to be able to get that workout in, or first thing in the morning, and then go on with your day. And again, it only has to be about 15 minutes. You can get a full body workout in 15 minutes. Do some squats, some push-ups, some lunges, a plank. You don't really need equipment. These are great because you can travel with these, take them anywhere you go, turn up the music and just have a big dance party. I know for me, it's all holiday music at my house, and Duff hates that. But, if he's downstairs, I'm cranking up the holiday music. Okay. And it kind of gets you in a happy mood, and it gets you moving. So always trying to find ways of movement. In the morning, you want to get up and you want to stretch in the bathroom, do some push-ups on the, if you have enough room on the counter. I do that a lot. And there's something else that I do. Do you have other tips on the yoga?
We both have YouTube channels that you can get on. She's got her 10-minute trainers on there. I've got my yoga classes online. I have several on my YouTube channel, and I do them virtually 3 times a week. So they're early in the morning. People can just knock it out right away. And I would say with the body weight workouts, yoga is a great option for that. And it's really, meditative. It can help you de-stress for this holiday season. It can be so stressful right now. I mean, I haven't even finished my Christmas shopping. I'm like, when am I going to get that done?
I think I'm done. My stress is, I think I'm done. I just need to wrap.
Yeah, my
the wrapping, I'm like,
amazing for that already. Like he's done a lot of the Christmas shopping. He's wrapped all the stuff that's under the tree. I'm like, thank you.
I'm afraid of putting anything under the tree because the cat. I went into the closet the other day when I was pulling out the Christmas stuff, and the cat got where the wrapping was at. He shredded it. I was like, okay, we need to get one of those boxes to put the wrapping in. I mean, I had to rip off a whole lot, but so I'm afraid of putting Christmas presents under the tree. He might start
he's not
shredding
playing with the tree?
Surprisingly, the other day was the first time there was a ball low and he smacked the ball off. I was like, if I keep all the balls up higher, he's good. My old cat, he used to hide in the tree. I was like, God, that was scary because he would just knock it, it was like, It's dangerous.
Yeah,
You have a
cats
cat.
are famous for loving Christmas trees.
Yeah,
That's
they
for sure.
do. So one thing we did, so another thing I'm going to be doing for you all, and we're going to have that here shortly, is I do something in my class. It's called the 12 Days of Fitness. And you may have seen it somewhere, different versions of it, but it's like you sing the 12 Days of Christmas, right? You know, on the first day of Christmas, blah. I don't want to sing it because it takes forever and I don't have a really great voice. But if you sing it, you do number 1, then you do 2, and then 1, and then you do 3, 2, 1, and then 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, and you just reverse it, right? That's how this workout is. It seems if you're short on time, you can start from 1 and go 1 to 12. And that's fine. So you'll do 1 on here. I have it as a 1-minute plank. So you'll do that 12 times because it's number 1. And then you'll go to number 2. It's a Terminator. It's a whole thing. You'll have to see it. It's a bicep to overhead press with a burpee with a row and a jack.
Yeah,
you gotta see it.
Video,
yeah, you'll have to see the video.
Have
it's a
the
lot,
video.
so I only put 2 of those because
Okay.
it is like a full body workout.
Right.
Then you have jumping jacks, then you have lunges, tricep dips, mountain climbers, squats, plank, shoulder tabs, bicep curls, donkey kicks, push-ups, and 12 toe touches. So it is a full body combined workout. And if you do it like to the song, it can take you about 40 minutes. It'll take you, it's a little bit longer. But like I said, if you're short on time, I would just go 1, do 1-minute plank, 2 Terminators, and then just kind of go down. So I'm going to do the video so we can both post them on our site so that you can see it. And it's a lot of fun. And so I have my ladies do this on Fridays every month. On Friday, all month long. In the month of December, we do it every Friday. So it is a lot of fun. I'm going to make them do it.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I want to do it too. So that was
yeah,
awesome.
it is a great way to burn calories, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We did try doing it one year. We were trying to dress up, and like it just didn't work. It was me and a bunch of my clients. We did it one year, and I have to find that video. It was so funny.
That would be funny.
Yeah, they all dressed up and everything. It was funny.
Well, and
So,
don't
anyway.
forget about your oils. Use the doTERRA Motivate. So this is a great oil to use before you're working out. It helps you just like get motivated to get stuff done, get your workout in. So this is a really nice oil to use as well. We got all the Deep Blue products, so definitely don't forget that. And we want to make sure that we're using it on those target areas, and you can get your workout done. So you can thank me later when you use these.
I do like the smell of this. It smells like the icy, like icy hot. You used to smell the minty.
Yeah.
But I love that smell.
Yeah, Deep Blue smells really good. I
Okay.
think it's the best smelling
It smells
muscle
really good.
liniment on
Yeah.
the market.
It smells really good. I like this one because it's more just like pepperminty.
Yeah. And then
All
the
right.
wellness corner, we're going to talk about joy and calm and the chaos.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the emotional wellness because during this time, let's face it, it can be not only stressful. A lot of people start getting a little blue, and depression kind of can hit in. There's been a lot of different things. I had my mother; she passed away in the beginning of September, so it's the first holiday without her, and I know a couple of other people, so it can be a little bit more sad and a little bit more depressing for some people. But you can still have joy in your life. So it's easy to, kind of get caught up. I always say, just kind of stay busy. But you don't want to be too busy that you're completely overstressing your body.
Ignore it.
So you can, your neurological system doesn't have a clue, good stress, bad stress, right? When you get stressed out, it's just going to fire. And then you're just going to, you're going to end up crashing at some point. And what you want to do is you want to learn to take some time for you. You want to be able to breathe. You want to have some fun. I think I talked about this the other day about, us moms, we like to try to make everything perfect. But why are we trying to make everything so perfect? This time of the year is meant to be about gratitude, joy, family, spending time with your friends. It shouldn't be so stressful. So you should be able to ask people to help you out. Be okay with saying no. You don't have to attend every single party. It is okay to just step back and then pick and choose. It would, you want people to understand that, look, you have a lot. I know I have a friend that feels like she's going to parties constantly. And,
You're invited to like 10. It's like, I can't make that.
Yeah. And it's like, and then you feel like, you have to cook for those, and then you have to do this, and then you have to, make, get all the gifts and have everything perfect. And we need to pull back and relax. We need to remember that in the, every day, this is about gratitude. This is about fun. It shouldn't be about, I know a lot of people, you get excited about a holiday coming and then all of a sudden you get so stressed out, you can't wait for it to be gone.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to feel like we have to show gratitude during this one season.
Well, that
we
just
should be
made
able
me
to do it
think
all the time.
of something so important, and it's like we have to focus on the present.
Yeah.
And present as in like it's our
not
gift.
a gift.
Well, the gift is the
present.
moment.
And you're making memories.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And just be in that moment. And there's a few simple habits that you can keep your peace and your joy intact. So take 5 minutes a day, do some breath work, do some deep breathing, some stretching, journal if you like to journal, or doodle. Some people are like, well, I don't know what to write about, and really just start to
whatever's
doodle,
in your head,
and then it'll start to come out, and whatever you're feeling will come out on the paper. You don't have to keep the paper if you want to. Yeah. At least it's out of your head.
It's kind of like one of those where, have you ever written a letter to somebody, never sent it? You're glad you didn't send it, but it made you feel better.
Exactly.
Because it's like you just need to get it out.
And then you're not focusing on it at night, and you're actually able to go to sleep. I've even done that when I'm going to sleep and my mind won't shut up. Then I write down my list or whatever's on my mind. Yep,
that's what I used to tell my clients all the time. Is it was like, a lot of times we can't shut our heads down, right? Mm-hmm. Like I'm a list follower. I'm the person that writes a list of the things I did even after I did them.
Just so you can
cross it off. That's me. It's like, I'm like, oh God, that's all the stuff I did. Yes. But that's my brain. Because things don't just stay in my head. Mm-hmm. I have to put them down. So it's kind of like, and then I'll forget. Like this morning, my kids were texting me pictures, right? And I was like, why did I ask them for it? I couldn't even remember why I asked them for all these photos. And it was to make these Christmas cards with all the kids on them, And I couldn't even remember that. So I have to write things down. Yeah. Or, to me, it's the text is.
But when you're sitting quiet, then that time comes back to you and you're like, oh, now I remember. When you're just like, because if you're on the go, those things are going to disappear.
Yep. Yeah. So take time at night. Think about what you maybe didn't get done that you need to do. So usually like on a Sunday, I always say, sit down and look at your calendar for the week. Think about everything because everything's going to go awry. And it's like you're going to have all the things that you have planned, and then don't overbook it because things are going to happen, and that always happens. If you're a mother, you know exactly how that works. Somebody needs something, somebody gets sick, something comes up, you forgot. So it's best to start on Sunday and then every day just kind of go and look. Okay, well, I didn't, what's absolutely necessary do I have to do, and what can wait? And then just pull back. Be okay with taking a day, to do nothing.
Well, there's an app that I found that's actually really helpful. It's called Priority Matrix, and it's a free app. And you can categorize those things that are my priority matrix versus putting it on my calendar, because it has so many things. Like you said, don't overbook your calendar. And then when you're doing that Sunday night thing, write down what you're thankful for. Do a gratitude journal, and then protect your sleep. Your body restores itself at night. You want to aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night. And if you're not getting that, then getting those things out of your head, writing them down, making sure you're journaling, taking that time for breath work, and not run go until you finally crash.
Now your cortisol's super high at the end of the day.
Your cortisol's low at the end of the day, and then when you're waking up in the morning, it's at a good, healthy level. So you want to make sure you're doing that. And emotional balance, frankincense is a really great essential oil for that. That is actually a good promotion we're doing this month with doTERRA. And it's grounding and helps you stay centered. It's great for those restful nights. Serenity blend is a wonderful. I use Serenity every night in order to just help calm down, bring my mind down, and be able to get a good restful sleep. And you can diffuse it for bed. My husband has a hard time sleeping, and I tell him, stop laying in the bed during the middle of the day scrolling on your phone. Bed is for sleep.
I got that one. That's what Jeff does at night. And I'm
don't lay in the bed during different times of day, because then your mind is thinking, this is not for sleep. This is something that I just go and relax in, or I'm just scrolling on my phone or watching TV in. And when you're going to sleep, it's like your brain isn't going to create the melatonin that it needs. So if your brain is like, no, bed, sleep, not bed scroll, bed sleep, then you're going to start changing around that habit. And it's going to help you be able to unwind better and not get all anxious about scrolling, and especially on the stuff that you can start
You just
scrolling.
get mad at the things
Yeah,
that are like, I'm like,
exactly.
why are you going to, like, he'll be scrolling through something and it'll be some, I don't know, like Karen or something that's doing something crazy. And I'm like, irritates me. And I'm like, great, now you got that in my head. I'm like, why are people so stupid? So if you're starting to think, you hear something that somebody did that's so stupid, I'm going, then that stays in your head and you're like, why are they so stupid? So then that's going through your head and there's nothing you can do about that. So to me, it's like, why even look at that stuff? I'm like, I would rather be, either playing some sort of a game that is just kind of like, like I started playing, it was crossword puzzles or something like that. So it's something that's going to give you some mindful stuff or learning or something if I'm going to do that. But I do try not to, and because I did get stuck on a game.
Bed of no electronics, if you can, and I know that's something that I'm really trying to implement
really
with the
need
kids
to work
and all
on
that.
Yeah,
it can be difficult, but it's important to really take that time to focus and settle down for the night. Frankincense, serenity are great options for that.
Yeah. All right. So hopefully you have been able to pick up some tips here. Remember, watch those sweets. Don't feel like you have to absolutely just completely ignore them and stay away from them. It's not like you're doing this and you're enjoying these all year long, right? There's certain foods that a lot of us eat just during this time of the year. So be okay with enjoying them, but still prioritize your healthy foods, making sure you're having, swap it out for better sweets, better sweeteners. Making sure you're getting that protein in, at least 100 grams of protein a day, making sure you're staying hydrated and you're moving, and then enjoy things minimally. Don't feel like, I remember there used to be a time where I could look at a bowl of, thing of chocolate, and chocolate brownies or whatever it was, chocolate, and feel like that was the last time I'm ever going to eat it. And you have to get that mindset of, you know what, there'll be another time. Maybe you just want a little bite of it, and just to taste it, to see what, especially if there's a whole bunch of treats, and you want to try everybody's stuff, just get a little bit of everything. But make sure you eat healthy first. And never go to a party hungry. Don't starve yourself. That's one thing I think a lot of people do is they'll be like, well, we're going to dinner tonight, so I'm not going to eat. Don't do that. That just makes it worse. So.
Well, if it's a lot of sweets, if you can control yourself on the sweets, for sure.
So anyways.
And, you want to look ahead at the brand new year. And I'd love to set one small, joyful intention for yourself. And, something simple like, I will make healthy fun and stress-free. I will make health fun and stress-free, or I will choose progress over perfection. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Done is done.
You don't have to beat yourself up because you didn't hit. I always tell people it's good to set goals, right? I mean, realistic goals. But if you don't quite get there, that's okay. How far did you go? You actually probably went further than you would have had you not set it. Exactly. So don't beat yourself up because you wanted to lose 10 pounds in a month, because that probably isn't going to happen, but set realistic goals for saying, hey, 10 pounds in 3 to 4 months, maybe. And then be okay with every little step along the way, even if you do have setbacks, because we're all going to have these little setbacks. It's what you do next.
Exactly. Don't just say, okay, I ate that pie, I'm just completely done.
Eat the piece of pie, I'll eat the whole pie.
Yeah, exactly. Just, make sure you get back on track the next day. Give yourself grace and give that part of you that is saying, you're so horrible for doing this, because we all have that part of us, and give that part of you grace. Don't try to push it away and ignore it. It's a part of you that needs attention. It's a part of you that is like, I'm here to stay. I'm here to give you, I'm here to cause you issues, but yet you also have to you have to embrace that part of you.
Yeah, because we always like to, we want to try to shift feeding ourselves negative thoughts to positive. So the more positive, we could sit there and talk about negative all day long, and but it's the positive we want to focus on. So we want to think about the grace. What are we grateful for? We're all grateful for something. If you woke up in the morning, you're grateful for that breath in your lungs, You're grateful for another day. You're grateful for, the dishes in the sink because you have food to feed your family. You're grateful for the house that you have to clean because you have a home. You're not on the streets. So think of things that are well beyond the biggest, the best car, the best TV, all the stuff. Think about what is it in your life that you were absolutely truly grateful for?
Yeah, just the little things that you
Little
like you
things.
said.
Yeah.
Those are really awesome. Like
Small.
the dishes in the sink, you would never think.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm grateful for that, but
The
that
laundry,
fed your family.
yeah.
I love that. And from our heart to yours,
We want to
thank you so much for being here and part of our Healthy Happy Hour podcast.
We've survived a year, over a year, but it's a full year, so we're super excited.
So yes.
So this is the last podcast for this month or this year.
Yeah,
I mean, the last podcast. We only do it once a month. So we're done with 25. We have some new things coming up next year. We're super excited. We're going to start having some guests.
Yes.
We're going to start value from other people.
Yes.
That are also in our, in the nutrition and fitness industry and the wellness industry. So we're excited about that. So stay tuned. Have a wonderful,
happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
And joyful, energizing, and
healthy holidays.
Are going to be doing this holiday season that's helping you be energized. That's helping you with your health.
One thing I like to do is post on here what's a holiday tradition. I talked about that the other day. What is one holiday tradition you love to do with your family that you have a non-negotiable?
We would love to know.
I would love to know. I have something that I do every year with my kids on Christmas Eve, and to me it's non-negotiable, but for them, I don't know. They're Christmas boxes. Okay. So we do, they're nesting boxes. They started when they were little. I take nesting boxes. I had just gotten them from Big Lots. They were really cute. There was 6 of them in it. And what I started doing was making, when they were little, and Black Friday after the day, you went to Walmart and all the pajamas and all the CDs and all the music and all that stuff was super cheap. So I started making pajama boxes. So they would get a pair of pajamas, they would get popcorn, they'd get their favorite movie, their favorite drink, and their favorite snack. And then on Christmas Eve, we opened it up and then we watch movies.
No,
So
I love that.
Now my kids are older. The gifts have changed a little bit, but all of them partake in it now because it gets expensive when they get older. Yeah, pajamas aren't as, the $5 little Disney.
And we like to do the pajama thing too. Yeah. We'll do kind of either matching pajamas or we'll try to get the funny shirts.
So now we do the funny shirts. One of the kids gets all the socks or, socks, and then one will get like a $10 gift card and it used to be like their favorite food place and then I sometimes still throw popcorn in. The younger ones will do like the candy or the drink because it's cheaper. So we all kind of participate and it's a lot of fun.
I love that.
Traditions, it's fun. It's about making memories.
Absolutely. Well, happy holidays to you all.
Thank you.
We love you and thank you so much for
Appreciate
joining
you
us.
for being this year. See you next year.